What's likely to happen with blockchain being added to it, and a few more things have to fall in place, but a universal digital identity,
Yeah.
right? Which you can then, so imagine it's the equivalent of an NFT. It's a digital asset that says, yes, you are Chinmoy or you're Seema. We know you. Here's all your documents associated with it. And just like you currently log into a multitude of apps using either Google or Microsoft or Apple logins, you'd be able to pass on your information to them with the AI being the transformer translator. Like it'll put it in the format and fill out the forms in the way that the bank is looking for, but it'll use your digital identity that is just universal.
And any form, any industry, then, right? Because it's pulling from to your point, universal data,
Yeah.
and that can potentially be done in a lot of different industries, not just financial
Right.
services, with this universal digital ID. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the intention.
That is the intention.
Yeah.
There's a nuance that makes it very specific to financial services, which is KYC. Right? So in
Very
order
customer.
to avoid fraud and also to comply with regulations and reduce the risk that banks have, they are required to perform a lot of checks on their customers and make sure that they're doing business with verified individuals or verified institutions in some cases. With this digital identity concept, you might be pre-verified, and that accelerates your processing through the journey for applying to loans, opening accounts,
Working with
passing
people,
wealth. Yeah.
venture opportunities, due diligence, and funding. I mean, it continues on. It's
Yeah.
like in multiple different, use cases. Yeah, that's great.
Exactly.
Yeah. I want to move from banking to wealth management for a second. I think it's a wealth management in two aspects. I mean, I think there's the world of fintech has changed a lot of what financial advisors do and how they differentiate themselves. But again, it goes back to data and personalized services and how they can distinguish themselves there. I know, like JP Morgan Chase, for example, their wealth advisory group, they've been using AI. They went hard. Like they went in, they spend a lot of money. I know some folks who are in the high end wealth advisory firm, and I think I mentioned this to you, as like they're texting me like every week they send us prompts to do this to make us help us get better with personalization with our own customers. They're using data in ways to help facilitate experiences for their trading, and just like just to make things easier on the back end, and then make things easier when they're in front of customers. So, what are you seeing that's unique and different with AI with wealth management right now?
Yeah, financial advisors probably spend 60 or 70% of their time just preparing for the conversation with their customers or prospective customers, right? They're looking up CRM notes, they're looking up product prospectuses, they're looking at portfolio options. They're trying to create a view of you before they speak to you. And some folks might find that a little bit insulting, like you have to prepare to talk to me. But yeah, if you're talking to 1,000 people over the course of a month, you kind of forget little nuances.
Well, that's a great
little
book of
details.
business if they're talking to 1,000 people
so
in the course of a
order
month.
of magnitude.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're going through a lot of people, right, and you have a hard time, remembering every single nuance about every person,
Yeah.
that's what used to differentiate an FA from another. Is you remember everything about a person, you give them really good advice. So they spend a lot of time preparing. Now, you could, in the current state, you're probably getting prompts that help you massage data that you're extracting from 5 or 6 different sources to give you a script or give you some recommendations or some bullet points or something. Where we're soon to go is an integrated customer 360 view, where the moment you begin your interaction with a prospective customer or existing customer whom you're giving advice to, it pulls up a 360-degree view of their profile from all of your different source systems at once. In that case, AI is helping in 2 ways. One, it's making it easy for you to process structured and unstructured data and put it in a context and an interface that you're easy to consume for your FAs. But then secondly, while you're in the conversation, it's able to process things that are being said and give you suggestions based on what it knows about the customer, about the products you offer, and things that might be happening in macroeconomic conditions as well. So that's how we go from making the FAs just more productive, financial advisors becoming more productive because they can use prompting and so on, to really moving the needle to have them focus on advising versus just keeping track of a bunch of information in the
I'm
context.
going to ask you a hard hitting question.
Okay.
If AI is able to do everything that I know you and I know it can, why do you need a financial advisor?
Because a financial advisor has taste. Okay, so this is a little bit of a hard concept to kind of put it in the financial services context, but one of the emerging points of view is AI can create so much content that you don't know how to pick and choose the jewels between all the slop that it creates. You will certainly see this if you're on social media platform, insert name here, right? Like there's a lot of AI slop going around everywhere. But the thing that differentiates the content creators from the real influencing content creators is that they string these things together into a good storyline or something that is compelling using taste. What has kept financial advisors in business is not their ability to string information together and pass it on to you. It's to contextualize it for your specific needs in your state and pick up on different things and have a little bit of taste. Now, taste might translate in financial services to nuance or knowing the things from experience about how markets move up and down and sectors change and things like that. But the general consensus right now is that you can use AI to aggregate a bunch of information and make recommendations to you. The decision is still something the financial advisor will advise you on, and then it's your decision.